Hey guys, this is Angie, also known as The Light. Welcome to my channel. Like, subscribe, and if you'd like to make a donation, my PayPal information will be in my description bar. Alright, so today I want to talk about how the narcissist feeds you so much doubt that your own creativity, your own personality, your identity, just who you are, slowly fades away through time. And how they do this is with these sometimes undertone or direct insults or undertone insults, basically. And little by little, you start to doubt yourself. You stop believing in yourself. You stop believing that you are creative, that you're funny, that you're smart, that you can actually do things on your own. And you kind of replace the voice in your head being your own subconscious or being God, you know, with the narcissist's voice, to the point that you start to go to the narcissist for advice from something important to even what should I eat for today. You kind of completely become almost like a child. Like, you can't make decisions on your own. You can't move forward in life because you are filled with so much doubt. You don't even believe in yourself anymore. And it's crazy because you may have had, some form of low self-esteem before you got to the narcissist, but you still had your own identity. You still was able to make certain decisions by yourself, I'm sure. Most of us, unless, some of us would just filled with so much insecurity, but then that's like even worse, because then you completely disappear. But a lot of times we came to the narcissist as strong people. We had our own swag. We had our own identity. We had our own personality. And then little by little, by being around this narcissist, we basically end up forgetting who we are. Because guess what? They don't know who the hell they are. They don't have no swag. They don't have no personality. If you really think about the narcissists that you were around, how many of them were that funny, that charming? A lot of them were really boring. Honestly, they basically were feeding off of you. They are chameleons. They become whoever they are around. If you are a calm person who likes to go to like coffee shops or libraries, they'll be that person. They'll be that person who wants to be in a calm setting. But if you were to hang out with them, with their turn-up friends, with their party friends, they will start acting exactly like those people. You'll be looking at them like, I don't even know this person. Why? Because when they're with you, they're acting like you, and when they're with the next person, they're acting like that person. They are basically just a vessel. They have no personality. They don't even know who they truly are. So let me tell you what started to happen to me with my narcissistic grandmother. I lived with her, so I had to play the game. I had to listen to her. She was always trying to give me advice about everything, about relationships, about friendships, about career choices. I couldn't even make a decision on what I wanted to do. And it was weird because before I got to her house, I always knew what I wanted to do. I always knew that I was a great hairstylist, that I was creative, that I'm an artist. I already knew that I was going to make my money from my own talents. But this person who has no talent, who, she basically worked a job working for the city for 35 years, just in an office. There's nothing wrong with office jobs. But in comparison to me, she had no talent at all. So she tried to, I guess you say, water me down, take away who I really was. Because there's a lot of things that I'm supposed to be doing in life. I'm not supposed to be just working a desk job, So anytime I would tell her that I wanted to open a salon, or write a poetry book, or, you know, maybe even become a life coach. She'll say, no, you can't do that. That's not for you. You need to just go work at like a daycare or something like that. She always tried to pick my careers or pick my moves and try to tell me who I was. When all along, God already told me who I was, okay? But she fed me with so much doubt that I ended up not really accomplishing the things and answering to the call that God was calling me to do. I started to basically go to her for advice for everything, even before making a decision. I did the same thing with my ex-narc best friend. How he basically played on my looks. I've always thought I was an attractive woman, but he played on that so much. He'll say, oh, you didn't fill your eyebrows in right. Oh, that hair doesn't look good on you. Oh, you know what? You need to lose some weight. You know, that color doesn't look good on you. He would just play on every little thing that I wore, or a style, a hair that I wanted to choose. It was to the point where I only would wear my hair one way, and that's not me. I like to switch up, different lipstick, different makeup, different wigs, different weaves. Like, that's just me. I'm a hairstylist. I'm creative. Wearing one hairstyle for me, it was like torture, and I did it because he got me to the point where I doubted myself. I doubted my own confidence and my own beauty. I started to think like, okay, you know, maybe I'm not that attractive, or maybe that hairstyle doesn't look good on me. They make you question yourself, because if you're loving this person, which you probably did love the narcissist, and they're always telling you you're not great, you're not beautiful, you're not handsome, after a while you're going to start to believe that shit, you know? So through time, she's working on me when it comes towards my career. He's working on me when it came towards my image. And I became empty. I no longer was creating. I stopped writing. I stopped promoting my businesses. I stopped looking fly because I became empty like them. And to the point where I wouldn't even purchase something until I called him and say, which one looks right? And you know what? And it starts with those little things. Some people might have looked at it like, oh, that's nothing. No, I'm a grown woman. If I couldn't even go into a store and make a purchase on a shirt or a pair of shoes without asking him first, I would literally take the photo and wait until he answered me before I purchased something. That's how insane it got. I wouldn't even promote my hair business, and that affected my cash flow, because she had me to that point, meaning the narcissistic grandmother, she had me to that point where I doubted my own talents, where I didn't even believe in myself anymore. So it affected my image, it affected my money, and this went on for years. The narcissist will keep you entrapped where your finances get hurt, your confidence gets hurt, your friendships and relationships get hurt, all because of the self-doubt they place into you. I even lost a very good friend because I was friends with the narcissistic best friend. They will even have you losing good people from your life. And it is not normal for you to feel you have to ask somebody something about yourself. You should feel self-love, self-worth, self-confidence without having to go to somebody to look for it. It's so funny how the universe was trying to tell me about narcissism years ago. So I came across this book. You see that? Malignant Self-Love, Narcissism Revisited by Sam Vaknin. If you don't know who Sam Vaknin is, I don't know what to tell you. Like, he's like the GOAT when it comes to narcissism. please check his videos out. Purchase this book. I have not read this book. I don't even know. I found this book in my narcissistic grandmother's home. I have no idea how this book got into the house, whose book it was. It basically has like somebody was studying, reading it. I don't know if it was my father or my grandfather or my aunt. I don't know who book this was. My uncles, I don't know. But it's amazing how the universe will give you signs. I had this sign. This book was in my house for years while she was alive before I actually picked it up and read it for myself. But the self-doubt is extreme. It's just how it deletes you. It erases you. And you got to watch out for those people who nitpick at little things, you know. I had one narcissistic friend of mine. She would say things like, "Oh, did you notice how you said that word?" And I'll say, "No, what are you talking about?" "Yeah, you just, you know, like you just pronounce words really strangely." And I'll just be like, "No, I didn't notice that." Now, if someone doesn't have self-love, or they know that their vocabulary and their grammar is correct, they'll start to be like, "Dang, that would make a person not want to speak anymore," you know. And it's funny how they'll take credit for the things that you do. So it's when I started to do poetry, I started to perform poetry at like open mics and lounges and stuff like that. She was there the entire process. And it's so funny, like this is the same person that told me, "Oh, you know, you don't have great grammar, you pronounce words incorrectly," when I was up there doing poetry and everyone was applauding me and, you know, coming up there like, "Oh, can you perform at my event?" and stuff like that. She was like, "Oh, that's my best friend. That's my best friend. I know her. Yeah, she's with me. Yeah, I know Angie." The same things that they belittle you on and try to rip apart is actually what you're great at. If they're ripping on your style because you're flying this and that, it has nothing to do with you not having style. It's because you do have style. Or they're talking about your personality. It's because they wish they can have a personality like yours. Or your looks. They wish they can look like you, or they wish they had your confidence that you have when you walk in a room. So you need to pay attention to people who are always nitpicking at every little thing that you do, the way you walk, the way you talk, your individuality. They're always having a problem. I don't get that, because that's not a friend, or that's not a true lover. Because a true lover or a true friend or a true relative, they're not going to belittle every little thing that you do. If you don't, that to me, that's hating. If you don't like me, if you hating on me, then why the hell are you around me? Why? So please, don't let the narcissist feed you with self-doubt. Believe in yourself. You're grown. You don't have to go to people to give you validation and tell you, "Yeah, that shirt looks good." No, just know your shirt looks good. Just know, yes, you have a great personality. Just know that you are, you know, you have your own identity. You have a great personality. And yeah, it does take time, especially after you break away from the narcissist, because they've been brainwashing you for so many months or so many years. But it was just a trick they were playing on you. The same thing that the narcissists hate, or they come off and act like they hate, are the same things they wish they can do, or they wish that they had. They wish they had those same qualities. So that's it for this video. Hopefully this information was helpful for you. I'll be doing some more videos soon. Peace and blessings.